For more, I'm now joined by Vice Admiral Robert Harward, former U.S. Central Command Deputy Commander and a retired U.S. Navy SEAL. Admiral, welcome to the show. Thanks for coming on tonight. You heard Hannah's report, and President Trump says on Truth Social that a deal could be signed as soon as tomorrow. The Strait of Hormuz will open immediately after the deal is signed. How realistic is that, sir?
Well, you can expect maybe the first step, but you never know with the Iranians, and you don't know who's really making the decisions. I believe it's all with Vahidi, the head of the IRGC. So until you see his name on the paper, you just don't know. But if signed, both sides get a little out of this. President Trump gets the world economy back on its track by free flow of commerce and oil, and the Iranians would be moving their own oil to be able to sell it, which I assume means the blockade would be open. So for that point, they both get something out of it. But the longer term issues, the nuclear issue, the funding of surrogates, that still has to be worked out during the 60-day period. So this is just a possible first step in a long process that accomplishes short-term goals, but does not address the long-term objectives.
I'm glad you mentioned the 60-day pause. Do you think this is more of a diplomatic breakthrough or a temporary de-escalation with so much in the air right now, Vice Admiral?
I think it's everything the Iranians are trying to get. They need to get some money coming back so if they can sell some of their oil, and they want time. Because right now, the president's had more pressure and more opportunities. He controls everything that's going on. And that flow of oil to the Iranians is just choking them dry. So he controls it. He's going to give up some of that control. So he's taken a leap of faith that the Iranians are going to deliver the nuclear material, the funding of surrogates during the 60-day period. And that's a long reach in anyone's book for the Iranians to agree to that.
And you're right. Financially, the Iranian regime doesn't have much, and it certainly doesn't care about its people. I am curious, what would you need to see in the first, let's say, 24 to 72 hours after a signing to know whether this deal is real and, more importantly, enforceable?
Oil shipments, all the oil containers, they have the trust and confidence of both the Iranian side and the American side that they can move. So you'll see oil prices go down. You'll see all that shipping. You'll see business as normal through the Straits of Hormuz. So that's what we should expect in the very near future, in the next 48 hours, 72 hours after this agreement is signed, if that happens.
President Trump has warned of an ultimate alternative if this agreement doesn't work. Like Hannah and I discussed, he seems very optimistic right now. Trump mentioned going in and getting the nuclear dust. What does that look like, getting the nuclear dust?
Well, it depends. If it's under an agreement where the Iranians are accommodating and supporting, then that's just logistics. If it's in a hostile condition, a denied environment, that's going to take large forces, great preparation of the battle space. It's doable, but it comes with high risk and a lot of military activity associated with it. But again, we've been training and preparing for that scenario for years, so it's very doable, but again, high risk if you have to do it where the Iranians are trying to deny you from operating in that environment and taking that material.
Let's say this falls through. More strikes, blockade, regime pressure, something else. What is the ultimate alternative here? Should American boots be sent in?
I'm a fan of all those options, whatever it takes to replace the regime in Iran. And so I'm a fan of going after all their IRGC targets, their military targets, boots on the ground, and not for occupation, but to go in like we did to recover the pilot, to illustrate that we can put a lot of forces on the ground, and maybe in an effort to support the Iranian people, because there's 70 million Iranian people who want to get rid of this regime. And that would be the biggest indicator. You put boots on the ground, it's a signal to them, the Artish, the Basij, and others, that it's time to go after this regime and hold them accountable.
Very quickly, sir, how many military personnel do you think we would need? How long do you think it would take?
I don't think it'd take that long. I think just the mere presence of U.S. boots on the ground would be one of those triggering events. So I can't put time on it, but I know the benefits outweigh the risks associated. I think it's a very powerful option for the president.
We really appreciate your expertise tonight. So much going on. Vice Admiral Robert Harward, thank you again, sir.
Thank you, and good to be with you all.